Hello, boys and girls. Undertakerfreak1127 here. We are live, and we are sans one Sean's View Entertainment. Currently in correspondence with him via Facebook, trying to get him in here. You may notice that there is a slight despondent tone to my voice right now. It's not completely because of this, because he's probably going to get on here, but just basically had a lucky feeling sucked right out of me like a tornado in a trailer park. So no matter, I'll just channel that negativity and contempt into Sean's View Entertainment. I feel like I'm pissing in the wind right now because, I mean, all this hype, and I'm sort of still waiting on him. He said something about not being able to join. In fact, specifically, it's not allowing me access. Is there another platform we can do it on? And I said, as of right now, no, it's already set up and started. Give me 5 minutes. So this portion of the show is brought to you by What the Fuck. I don't geez. You know, I got this entire list of questions here, and the Q&A is also open for those of you that want to ask questions out there regarding all of this. And I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that would love to get their licks in. I intend on getting plenty in. It's not working on my girl's cell phone either. Gonna have to use my girl's cell phone. He said this will happen. This is not gonna stop. I am not backing down. No fucking way. I don't care how long this takes. Well, me either, because this is going to happen one way or another. For those of you that are not privy to the situation, I made a video about Sean's View Entertainment a couple of weeks back, talking about a video he uploaded and subsequently changed the title of, claiming that Rey Mysterio was arrested in connection to the death of Hijo del Perro, whatever. Rey Mysterio obviously was not arrested in conjunction with that case. He was not scolded or disciplined. There was an investigation. But Sean's View Entertainment took it upon himself to make up a story. And even worse, to make up a story basically soiling the memory of a dead wrestler for his own gain. And that pissed me off, as you can no doubt tell that video. I was more pissed off in that video than I think I've ever been. And that was a catalyst for all this. I mean, technically the catalyst started about 2 years ago. Some of you may remember this. He was talking about the 5-year-old that died because of the wrestling moves that they were doing in the living room, and acted so nonchalant throughout the entire video, acted like he didn't give a shit whatsoever, and went, oh, it's so sad, so sad, subscribe, and then shut the fucking camera off. I'm just like, wow. It's pretty frustrating. You know, there are plenty of people on YouTube like him that I've come across, like Craft Nation, that do stuff like this, that show blatant disregard for the actual story, for the humanity. Blatant disregard. Obvious blatant disregard, and it just irks me very badly. So So I guess we can start the speculation game. Is Sean really having technical issues, or is he backing down? I can't even tell right now. I'm sorry for the preoccupation here. I'm paying attention to his messages. I don't care how long this takes. I'm not backing down again. You see, here's the thing. I had so much faith that this thing would happen that I didn't plan any entertainment for the interim. I didn't plan a damn thing, so I don't know what the fuck to do. I mean, I could do a dance for you all. This blows. Come on, Sean. Come on. Well, I may as well. I don't know. Should I spoil some of these questions that I was going to ask him? I mean, the thing that sucks about Google Hangouts is there's no live commenting feature. Oh, update. I think I almost got it. Hold on. Oh. We might be making progress. Unlike the WWE. Like I was saying, it sucks because there's like no live commenting feature at all. It's just you have to rely on the Q&A and the comments. So I'm just going to read some comments off here. Uncle Jalapeno 99 says, I hope he shows I hope he shows that 3-inch dong again. No. The world could go many, many years without seeing that again. He uploaded a video 15 minutes ago. I'm actually going to be talking about that video that he uploaded. Well, this one wasn't exactly uploaded 15 minutes ago, but the WWE Envision video, that was slated to be a part of today's festivities. Oh, we got an update. Answer my girl's call. She's calling. It will be me on the call. What? What the hell does that even mean? Answer the call. There's... I don't know. I don't even know what's going on right now. Oh, boy. This guy is the Vince Russo of YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Ugh, man. The gaming Gengar. Gengar is one of my favorite Pokemon, by the way. Sean is a pussy. He probably will have a lame excuse. Well, we'll see. We shall know. And everybody's got their food and drinks. I'm reading. Everyone's like, I got my popcorn ready, got my food, got my drinks. Yeah, I don't want your food to rot, man. I want this shit to happen. I wish Bray Wyatt was here right now, man. Once again, apologies, folks, if you're just tuning in. Sean's View Entertainment is having technical difficulties, allegedly. So right now I'm basically pissing in the wind and feeling the majestic splash of it back on my legs. You know, I have no way of telling if this is a legitimate technical difficulty or if it's just some kind of chicanery to get out of facing the Reaper, so to speak. Hey, Undertaker, you suck, you ... jackass. By Football Dictator. Why did you need the pause? Okay. And he hasn't said anything. It's going on 2 minutes since I've gotten anything from him. Let me refresh the comments here, see what some of you are saying out there. Oh man, this hurts even worse, man, because people are saying they're staying up for this, they just got home, they're listening to this in fucking class. Sean, you're killing these people, man. Ugh. UTF, you just dropped a pipe bomb on Sean's View Entertainment like CM Punk to John Cena when you called him out. I enjoy doing the kind of videos that I did against him and the promo, quote unquote. Oh, we got an update. I pressed join call on my girl's phone and it says live, but you're not saying anything. It's not even saying you're in the room, dude. Hey, I provided a legitimate link. It's literally as easy as point and click. Or hell, if you have a tablet or a fucking touchscreen on your laptop, it's as simple as tap. And he told me that he asked me if I had him blocked because it said he was blocked, and I never blocked him because he's never really commented on any of my shit. And he said he didn't block me. This is silly. Seriously, it's a... Right now, it's just me and my lonely Red Wing sitting here, and he's talking about join call. It says you're live, but not saying anything. You know, I bet you he's got the volume off. I guarantee you. Oh, man. God, this reminds me of that Breaking Bad episode, Fly, where there's a fly buzzing around the lab, and he's just, like, trying to fucking swat the thing down, and he's falling ass over tea kettle and hurting himself, just trying to get this fly in an absolute showing of ultimate futility. Like I said, folks, pissing in the wind, but at least good enough for him. I'm doing the pissing in the wind for him, since that's what he would be doing otherwise. So, but you see, the difference is his pissing in the wind would be entertaining to all of you. It's like everything's gone wrong. I got a slap in the face earlier. I tried to upload a video promoting this and it wouldn't process. Now this is happening. I mean, the big cherry on top would be to have like a nice case of diarrhea later. That burp was brought to you by John Cena. Speaking of John Cena, I may as well talk about a little bit of wrestling while I'm here and while I'm waiting for him to get his ducks in a row. The spinner belt. I think if they do bring back the spinner belt for John Cena, it would be the most interesting thing that they've done to his character since 2003.
Can you hear me?
Oh, wait. Is that you?
This is me.
You're a girl.
I'm a girl. I'm a bitch, but I'm not going to be the bitch of the conversation.
It's his girlfriend.
Wait, you brought your girlfriend along for the ride, eh?
Nope, I didn't bring my girlfriend. The only reason I'm on here is because of my girlfriend, because I can't get onto my account because someone flagged my account because I can't go live anymore. So that's why I can't go on my Google Hangouts. So that's fine. So at least I got my girlfriend's account now.
Well, it's better than nothing, eh?
Better than nothing, because, you know, I know everyone's going to say I was a piss-ass bitch, a moron. I know everyone's going to try to knock me down and say I was too pussy bitch to be here, but I'm still here.
Marginally better than nothing. Okay. Anyway, like I said, everybody, we do have a Q&A on the side if you want to get your questions in, but obviously...
Now, wait a minute. No one else, like I said, I don't want to... No one else is going to be joining the call, just you and me, right?
Nobody else is joining the call, no. It's just you and me, but we do have a Q&A on the side just in case anybody wants to ask questions when I'm done.
Oh, that's fine. That's cool. That's fine.
That's fine? That's cool with you?
Yep, as long as it's, I mean, like I said, I'm talking as mature. We're not going to scream. If we're going to scream and yell and rant, I've done this with idiots before. That's not what I'm about. I'm here to talk as a civil, mature human being. If we're going to come on here and rant like a bunch of crybabies, I'm just going to end the call right now. So I need to know, is this going to be mature?
All right, we'll see about that, Sean. Yes,
no, we will not see about that. No, we will not see about that because
okay. Why are you trying to act like okay? First of all,
no. If that's not the way it's going to be, okay. If that's not the way it's going to be, I will leave the call. If we're not going to talk like two mature adults, you understand?
This isn't General Motors. There are no guarantees here.
Yeah, well, then there's no guarantees that I don't X out the call.
So you're basically telling me do things your way, you're gonna leave.
Why should we? Why is there even? Why should we have to scream and rant and rave? Why?
I'm not saying I'm gonna scream and rant and rave, but I'm also not gonna bend to your will.
I'm not saying you have to bend to my will. I'm just saying that to get your point across, you don't have to yell and all that other crap.
This is a contract signing. This is a discussion.
Yeah.
Can we move on?
All right, let's move on.
I don't want to. I'm not going to flip the table and Batista bomb you. Okay, this is just.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, flip the bomb, Batista. Okay, yeah, keep going. Yep.
Yeah. Subscribe. Okay. Yeah. Now, no, you no doubt saw the video that I made about you. I'm sure you enjoyed it thoroughly.
Oh yeah.
And you know what issue that I took with that. You reported something that had no substantiation whatsoever. No source, no credible source, hardly a source at all. And you were treating this, you said Rey Mysterio was arrested. What was your source?
My source was Azteca News Report. That's what it said.
Yeah, and all anybody has to do is just take a cursory look at that and know that that is not a credible source whatsoever. Nobody on this planet would see that as a credible. Well, maybe Fox News, but... why would you go ahead and report something like that? Something that attention grabbing. And remember this. It
was being investigated. He did. Yes. There was rumors that he did go to jail. I don't know how long it was, but
where
they did say he went to jail.
Okay, and this is going to be a common theme of the things I ask you.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. He went to jail.
I looked up on Google Rey Mysterio arrested. You know what came up? Only your video.
No, in the Azteca, the Mexico.
Not even Azteca. Not even Azteca.
Well, that's what hey, if you go click that link right now, that's what that says. He went to jail. That's what it said.
That's one very dubious source.
Okay. I report on my view and my opinion of rumors and news. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not my fault. It's not my fault if it doesn't happen.
Sean, news is not opinion. Okay. News.
I can give my opinion of it. If there's a frog jumping out my window right now and I want to give my opinion of it, I can give my opinion of it.
But you brand yourself as a news channel, and what you did was
make up a story. You're wrong. You're wrong. If you pay attention, I say news and rumor. News and rumor channel, not what you.
But news is in there, and that wasn't a rumor that anybody but you, nobody but you. So my real question is, and since you're not going to cop to that, fine, but I'm going to ask the question anyway. Don't you think it's a little insensitive? Okay, if you didn't just completely pull it out of your ass, okay, don't you think it's a little bit insensitive to just make something like that up, or not make it up, but to speculate and upload it to YouTube and pass it off as even possible truth? I think it's a little insensitive to Hijo del Perro to do that. sensitive
It
to his
wasn't. It
fans,
wasn't. It wasn't him.
insensitive to
I
Rey
was reporting on
Mysterio
the
and his
rumors that was
fans.
said about Rey Mysterio. That's what I was doing. Okay, whether it's right or wrong. Listen, I must. I must be treated like a killer here. I've killed somebody. I shot somebody in cold blood. Right. Listen, I give my view of what I read, saw, and seen in that video. It said he went to jail. I uploaded a video of my opinion, which is what I do all the time on anything, and that's what happened. If he went to jail or not, I'm glad he didn't go to jail. He doesn't deserve to go to jail. He didn't kill that guy. It was an unfortunate accident.
So you want to be taken as a credible source, right? You want to be taken as somebody who is trustworthy, somebody who can be depended on to give. Not only, like you said, you do call yourself a news and rumors channel. So how do you expect to gain any credibility whatsoever when you use something like that as a source? Tell me.
Listen, if you look on any news station, there's a lot of misleading, a lot of misjudgments, a lot of lies. They do all this stuff. I saw what I saw in that video. It said Rey Mysterio goes to jail. You click the link. I gave my view on it, and that's the end of the story. I don't know what the big problem here is about that.
The problem is, I think you made that up for the views.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Just for the headline that you completely made it up. Just like you completely made up. Okay, here's the other thing. That this isn't the only thing that you've pulled completely squarely out of your ass. Which we haven't seen on YouTube yet, thankfully.
You're not going to see.
Why did you change the title of the video after I made that video? Why did you change the title?
It wasn't. First of all, it wasn't because of you. There were many people who said, "Sean, I don't think he went to jail. I don't think he went to jail." So yes, I went ahead and I changed the title to appease the masses and make everyone feel good and say, "Oh well, Sean, I'll give him credit now. He changed the title because it wasn't confirmed." But again, I talk about rumors and gossip and speculation in news. That's what I do. That's what I do.
That you completely make up. Rumors and gossip is basically a nice roundabout way, a nice ribbon and bow on top of saying stuff that you make up for views.
Nope, listen, I post a link in all my videos. I post the link. If the link happens, it does. Listen, I don't run the WWE. If I read something, I give my view and opinion of it. If you have a problem with that, sue me. What can I tell you?
A month ago, you reported that John Cena could have been in a tragic car accident. I went on Google.
That's what the site said.
I went on Google.
No,
get this.
Yep.
I went on Google and I searched the term John Cena car accident. You said that he could have died in the car accident or that he was dead. I couldn't find it anywhere. All I found was a car accident that he was in 2012. The SUV, remember? You reported a month ago that he was in a tragic car accident where he died, and nobody else was. Do you see a pattern here? Do you see the pattern? Nobody else is saying this shit, Sean. Nobody else but you. These aren't rumors if you're the only one making them up. These are, all the dirt sheets, when they get their rumors, they have inside information. You don't have squat. You have conjecture.
You don't understand, do you? I give my view and opinion. I post the link. What more do you want? I post the freaking link all the time. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I posted the link in the Cena video, the Mysterio video, the Roman Reigns video, the Brock Lesnar video, the WrestleMania video. I post the link all the time. What more do you want?
I think I and everybody else would like real, credible, reputable sources.
Well, then go to those sources and don't look at me and block me, because I talk about rumors and gossip and speculation. If you don't like that, well, then block me. It's very easy. I don't have a gun to your head or any of your subscribers that's saying you gotta watch me. I didn't force anybody to click my videos. I don't pay people to watch my shit. If you don't want to watch my shit, then you don't have to watch my shit. You're lucky I'm even giving you this time. You're someone that has 40,000 subscribers. I have 65,000 subscribers. You're lucky I'm even giving you the time of day. You're lucky I'm even giving you the time of day to do this interview.
Dude, if you think the subscriber number means anything in the scheme of things, what the fuck ever. And it's also it's nice that you brought up the whole not yelling thing, because you are just absolutely. You've cranked it up to 12 already, Sean. I'm surprised I got you this heated this early. It's pretty nice.
Because you're saying something.
I should be. So you're saying that I should be.
Because I'm talking to someone. I had a nice conversation last night with someone, and it's supposed to be like that. But when I'm dealing with some kind of moron who doesn't understand what I do, then that's when I have to escalate the problems a little bit. When I say I talk about rumors and gossip and speculation, that's what I do. That's it.
So all the people that see your bullshit and dislike your videos and call you out, they're all morons.
I didn't say that. I
All
said
of them.
you. I said you because you're not getting it. My subscribers
I'm
understand.
no different than any of them.
My
I'm no different than
subscribers
any of
understand.
Dude, okay, you know, get that subscriber number shit out of here. It's meaningless. It's worthless, okay?
You're worthless.
I'm worthless. Okay, here's the thing. You said you wanted to debate like what like men. You said that you wanted to be civil, and you're sitting there calling me worthless. Well, I have about 40,000 people that would beg
meaningless. It's this, it's that. Listen, no, it's not meaningless. If I don't understand. I've never talked to someone that doesn't understand someone talking about rumors and news and gossip. What's the bit? I don't understand. I don't get it.
Drop the platitudes. Drop the fucking platitude. Rumors, news, and gossip. Rumors, news, and gossip. Seriously, come on. What is this? $9.99? $9.99 a month? Come on. Okay. Anyway,
you should be paying $9.99 to listen to me.
Guilty of sticking chicken McNuggets straight up his ass. Why don't you give? Can we move on to the questions? Do I have permission, King shit? Like, can I actually ask some questions?
Yeah.
Some more. Okay. Why don't you give? Okay. You talk about. I'll indulge this little platitude: rumors, news, and gossip.
What platitude?
When I look at the
what's platitude? What's
I
platitude?
look at the descriptions.
What the hell's platitude?
You don't know what a platitude is? Look it up.
I'm not that smart. What's platitude?
Dude, you just called me a moron, and you're saying you're not smart enough to know what the word platitude is? You called me a moron, and you don't know what a basic
rudimentary word. You're coming to me with all these different terms I never heard of, so you can explain to me what the hell it is.
In the description of your videos, okay, you talk about news, rumors, and gossip, but there's never any sourcing to the dirt sheets you get this information from. Never, ever. You say that, in fact, no. You don't ever put links from whatever dirt sheet that you ripped these off from. Wouldn't you call that plagiarism? If you
it's not plagiarism when I've already gotten
source the actual news that you report and you stole it from somebody else. Isn't that just plagiarism? Straight up.
It's not plagiarism when you've already got permission. Listen, I talk to these people, the dirt sheets, all the time. Listen, you go to my videos and I post the link all the time. You got to look within my information. I always post the link. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Okay, well, let me take a nice cursory look at some of the videos here on your channel. Like the Rusev versus John Cena, blah, 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 will be a chain match. Nothing.
If you, I mean, come on. Of course, you're going to click those kind of videos. See, this is where it gets moronic.
I'm going through all it. No. I'm going through all of them right here. Okay. I mean, we can do this, or you could just admit that you don't really put anything. Your video about El Hijo del Perro dying, no sourcing, no links whatsoever. The video you uploaded WWE and oh no, that's something different. And that's another thing. Okay, let me bring up the WWE Envision Jeff Hardy returns it. The way you word these titles, Sean, you know you're working the system. You know for a fact you're working the system. The way that you word these titles and then you add that modifier WWE Envision as if to say that it's just some series where you make these ideas for things that could happen. You know, these dream
That's what
matches.
I do. It says it right in the graphic, in the title.
But look at the title, dude. You are
it says envision 4 different times in 4 different ways. How many different ways can I say envision? Huh? How many more ways can you get it?
No. It's not about the word envision. What this is, if you would listen for 1 second, just calm down, dude. If you have some Xanax, go ahead and take it. The way you word these titles is just, I mean, can you admit it? Because this is about admissions, and I'm not getting any out of you yet, but I'm going to keep trying. I'm like the little engine that could, man. I just keep chugging along. Can you at least admit that what you're doing here is working the system for views and subscribers and all of this? Can you at least cop to that? Because look at this. Jeff Hardy returns to WWE 2015. Jeff Hardy accepts John Cena's U.S. Open Challenge. That's attention grabbing. That makes people think, oh my God, have you seen the dislike numbers on your videos? Do you know why you have those dislike numbers? Because they go there expecting that this is news, when in reality, it's bullshit.
No, what I'm seeing is WWE Envision, Jeff Hardy returns. I put Envision in the title, I put it in the thumbnail, and I put it in the description. If someone can't pay attention to that, well, it's not my fault. If
There's
people
a
can't
comment
read,
on the video
if people
that says
can't read,
false
if people can't read or pay attention, it's not my fault. I put envision clearly in the title. It's not misleading. Envision means a thought, something creative, something that could happen, something that might happen. If people don't read it, it's not my fault if they can't read or pay attention.
Well, I'll put it as Trevor Phillips' username. Trevor Phillips put it in this very video that I'm looking at. Dem false titles to get YouTube money. Yes, indeed.
Yep. Whatever you want to think.
Okay.
Envision's right in
Remember the
title,
video?
I don't know.
May I speak, sir?
Yep.
Remember the video that you did? And this was actually the first video I ever saw of you. And this is what made me... God, just thinking about it is enough to give me the red ass here. The video that you made talking about the kid that died after trying out some wrestling moves, like your hero's AA. And you acted like you just... your demeanor in this video was so indifferent. Like you didn't give a shit at all. And then at the very end, you did this. Sad. Subscribe. And then you flip the camera off. Can you at least admit that that was insensitive? To use these tragedies, to talk about these as if you give no shits in the world. And then at the very end, just yell, subscribe. And that's pretty much it. Basically using these tragedies as catalysts for your quote-unquote success. Don't you think it's just a little bit insensitive? And do you feel bad about it at all?
Okay, first of all, if you're talking about things that happened 1, 2, 3 years ago, you're talking about a time when I was in a deep, dark depression. You're talking about a time when I wasn't myself. You're talking about a time, if you're going back 1, 2, 3 years ago,
you still do it, Sean.
I'll tell you what right now, if you're going back to those days, well, you know what? Let's not even touch those days because that was not me. That was not me.
Okay, look, Vince Russo, you still do it to this day. You do it to this day. You did it in the Hijo del Perro video. You did the same thing. So I'm not going back 1, 2, 3 years, Jack. I'm talking about you still do it now.
I gave my view and my opinion of the guy's death. Yes, I gave my view and my opinion. I wasn't the only one that uploaded. You know, there was millions of videos about Enter the Arena did it. Everybody did a video about his death, and they profited off his death. Just like every news that you see on CNBC, ABC, the freaking 1, 2, 3. Everybody does their little death videos. I gave my opinion. I gave my view of it, okay?
Well, you see, at least they pretend to give a shit. That's the beauty of that.
I've watched wrestling since I was 4 years old. I give a shit when a wrestler dies. You understand me?
Okay. Now, this is the big,
I do have feelings. I'm not heartless like you think I am. I do have a fucking heart.
I'm sure you do have a heart, and
it's not the black heart Owen Hart either, in all due respect to him.
That was very unnecessary, but okay. Now, people say, let's save the best for last. I don't necessarily believe in that shit. I like to go against the grain as much. I'm like the CM Punk of YouTube without the talent, okay? So I'm just going to get the big one out of the way here. Why did you think it was a good idea to show your fucking pecker in a YouTube video?
Well, here's something I've talked to about nauseum already. I've talked about this
in say it to the world now.
In many interviews, I've already done this over and over. Once again, it was a deep, dark time in my life. I wasn't myself, and I did something that I'll regret, and it's going to be a blimp on my radar for the rest of my life. It's something that I'll have to live with for the rest of my life. And the only reason that video got uploaded and seen so many times, because when it was on my channel, it was only viewed 10 times. That video got re-uploaded by everybody else, and it went viral on porn websites. The only reason anybody knows about it, is because Enter the Arena took that video, and they spread it like wildfire. If it hadn't been for Enter the Arena, nobody else would have known about that video because it only had 10 views when I uploaded that video. It was a mistake. I should have never done it. I got pushed to my limits. I got bullied into it. I got harassed. I got people saying my cock's this, my cock's that, my dick's this, my dick's that. So I came on there. I did a video. I should have never done it. It was 3 years ago. It's a bunch of history teachers still talking about it. I'm done with that. That was a time when I wasn't in my right frame of mind. That was a time I'll never do again. That was a time that you'll never see again.
Yeah, okay, Sean, you know what? One could make the argument that you can reference the videos if you did enough investigation. And I like to think that I did, because I actually like to come into discussions and debates you know, having some knowledge.
Yep.
One could argue that you can go back and look at those videos in that time of deep, dark depression, and your demeanor and your mannerisms and the way that you talked and the way that you treated people and the way that you presented yourself are pretty much exactly the same as today. Now that you're out of this deep, dark depression.
I'm glad you're a psychiatrist. I'm glad you're a doctor. I'm glad you know stuff. Maybe you can sign my next prescription.
It would be for something much stronger than whatever you're taking, trust me. Now, this is something pretty minor. On your Facebook page, do you ever check that? Let me just ask, do you ever use that Facebook page?
I do not. There's a lot of people that pretend to be me, act like they're gay. I do not use Facebook. You
don't?
No, I don't.
Okay, so how did you think... Okay, here's the thing. I linked... when I did the video about what you did with Rey Mysterio, I tagged your page's name in that. And immediately after, I ended up getting a message. So you don't use YouTube at all, or Facebook at all?
It's on. Listen, my girlfriend Lynn, who you were talking to, it's her Facebook. I do not have a Facebook. There's many people that have.
Lynn.
Yeah. Hi, yeah. There's many people that have Facebooks on Facebook, but
better,
I don't have one. I used to have one until it got hacked. So no, I do not have a Facebook. I used to have a fan page, and I have a fan page that also got hacked. That's no longer used by me. So if you get hit up on Facebook that says Sean or Sean's View Entertainment, it's not me. I don't use Facebook. I only have YouTube.
Really?
That's it. Yes.
That was not you at all.
That was Lynn.
You didn't send any of those messages?
I didn't send anything. Nothing.
Let's see. I don't know if anybody could hear that. One moment, please. My technical difficulties. Okay, so you didn't say this will, because this sounded, okay, number one, this sounded just like you, and number two, your girlfriend directly after these messages came from you, Sean, and you blocked me, so your name doesn't show up.
Which one is it from? Which one is it from?
This came from your actual Facebook.
I need to know what's the exact name.
Listen to me. That is hooked up to my Facebook. So whenever I send a message to you, it says Sean's View Entertainment, which that one's getting deleted because.
All right, Snooki. Okay. Calm down. So I guess for the what I was getting at is that I just thought it was funny how you said that you led in fan engagement, but I rarely see you post fucking anything. I rarely see you engage your fans. Do you care about your fan base?
We don't use that page. Are you deaf?
Hey, this isn't a debate with you. It's a debate with him.
You're not listening. It's my fucking page.
Let the guy that I'm supposed to be talking to talk. Nobody wants to hear from you at all. Okay.
Nobody wants to fucking hear from you.
Nobody can. Yeah, that's why there are like damn near 400 people watching this. Anyway.
Yes, you know why they're watching? Because they want to fucking hear what he has to say.
And they sure as hell don't want to hear your grating ass voice right now. So Sean, do you actually? Would you say you care about your fans?
I do, because I created a Skype and I've talked to over 300 different fans on Skype. And if you want to ask my subscribers, you can do that. I created a Skype specifically so I could talk to my viewers and my subscribers, because I do love my subscribers, because if it weren't for them, I'd be a nobody. I'd be a nothing. I'm still a small fish in a big pond. I realize that I'm not famous and I'm not popular. I'm not well known. I understand I haven't been on YouTube as long as you have. I understand that I don't have the kind of respect like you have. But the bottom line is this, is at the end of the day, is yes, I do care about my subscribers. I do care about my fans. That's why I created a Skype to talk to them exclusively. And that's why I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to talk to you on Skype, but you didn't want to do it Skype, so you wanted to do it like this. But yes, I do care about my subscribers.
I'm sorry for questioning you. Okay, fine. But it's a little bit mercurial of you, because you said, you just said I don't have the kind of respect as you and all that stuff, you know, talking about whatever, how long I've been on here. But, you know, just like 20 minutes ago, you were saying that I should be grateful for your presence here and that you're king shit. So which one is it, Sean?
Well, I guess
do I get the arrogant?
I guess you can't sense my sarcasm. I guess you can't sense my sarcasm in what I was saying.
All right. I guess we'll leave that one at that.
And it's not sarcasm when I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about my subscribers and my viewers. I interact with my subscribers and my viewers because I love my subscribers and viewers. If it weren't for them, once again, I wouldn't be anybody. So keep going on.
No, I agree with that. I wouldn't be anybody either. I don't think any of us would be here without the fans.
They are the reason why I have a job on YouTube. They are the reason why I don't have to go out and get, as they say, a real job in the real world.
This is your job.
This is my job. I make enough money because of my subscribers that I make this my job with my view and my opinion. Yes.
You make enough to live off of YouTube.
Oh, yes, I do.
Man, well, I got to tell you, you really know how to milk that system, man. Anyway,
milk that system. How the hell? Well, whatever you think it is, that's your opinion. I don't milk anything. I just give my commentary, my criticism. I give my views. I give my opinions. That's all I do.
Dude, anybody with 2 brain cells to rub together could take just a cursory look at your videos, put them all in a line, and see that you are the king of misleading titles. Come on, Sean. Come on. I know that when you're sitting there making a video, you probably have notebooks and notebooks full of ways that you can spin the titles of these articles. I mean, it's already been established that you're not above making shit up. So if you are making enough,
I don't make stuff up. I do not make
power
stuff
to you.
I don't make stuff up. Stop saying that. You put words in my mouth. I never said that. I never did that. I talk about rumors, news, and gossip. Whether or not it happens, it's not up to me. I don't run the WWE. I don't run the creative team.
Thank God.
Okay? I don't run the WWE. If I were on there, it'd be a hell of a lot better than what it is right now. I'll tell you that right now.
Are you sure about that? Okay, what would you do with? Okay, okay. Let's break from the questions for a second.
No. People would actually be able to sit through a 3-hour Raw.
You ran WWE. If you let's take a break from the questions. Since
no.
Hold on.
This was. No, we're not here to talk about wrestling. We're here to talk about the problems that exist. That's going to be another call for another time.
No,
because I've had it let it be your way for a while on here now. No, we're going to continue with the questions. That'll be a separate thing for a separate time.
This is the real Sean here, ladies and gentlemen.
This is about questions. This is about questions.
He can't deviate from the path because he knows that he. Anyway,
no, because this is false pretenses. You said this was going to be about the problems, the issues that exist. This is about a question and answer. That's what I'm here for.
A good sport to just because all I was going to say is okay. First of all, you were the one that was leading into what I was going to say. You're the one because you're like, well, if I was running WWE, then I would. And I was going to say, okay, fine.
So now you can make it.
And I was going to ask, what would you do to make it better? So you care. I'm sure your fans and my fans.
Okay, you can mimic.
Fans and my fans would love to hear that, but you're not giving the people what they want. Okay, now we've gotten that out of the way.
Because it's not about that right now. It's not about that. It's not about how I would run the WWE. It's not about who's my favorite wrestler. It's not about storylines. Right now, it's about your questions and your subscribers' questions to me. That's what this is all about.
See, I gave you an opportunity to be a good sport, but, there you have it. Sean doesn't give a shit. Okay, anyway.
Perfect. Yep, okay.
I'm seeing a lot.
I do give a shit. Why do I have to talk about something that I don't want to talk about right now? I'm here to do question and answer and clear up the misconceptions and problems. I'm not here to talk about WWE at this point.
If I take a poll after this as to whether or not you cleared anything up or clarified or elucidated upon anything, it would be no contest, a no. So
why am I here?
Because
why am I wasting my time?
Why don't you answer that? I mean,
why don't you answer that? I've answered everything you want me to answer about the question and answer part of it. What else do I have to prove here?
No, the question and answer part isn't done, Sean.
Well, then keep going. I ain't got all day.
What do you mean you ain't got all day?
I have a girlfriend. I have a family. I have a dog. I have a cat. I have things to do. Places
all
to go.
Unfortunate people. Oh, wow, dude. The question and answer is just full of... Hey, let's see. Talking about how you said you weren't going to yell and you yelled. Well, does Sean's view? Okay, here's a question. Does Sean's views even know how to debate? Can he form a coherent enough line of thought to form a comeback? What do you have to say to that?
Whatever I say, I say. Whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. What more do you want?
You see, that's not always a good thing, Sean.
Well, it is to me. Figure of speech, freedom of speech, whatever you want to call it.
Here's another question from K. Yamount. How the hell do you have a GF? I'm really stunned.
Because I'm the hottest thing going.
Yeah, I bet you said that when you blindfolded her. Wow, I'm very disappointed in you guys out there. Okay.
Why? How many people are in the chat?
Hey, these are your friends. These are your fans too, so don't get started on that.
How many people are in the chat?
There is no chat.
Well, then how are you getting these questions?
In the Q&A, that's not a chat.
Where is the Q&A? I can't see it.
Okay, you over on the left. There's a little toolbar. You see a chat and a little TV looking thing. It's the thing that says the icon that says Q&A. Click the Q&A. And these aren't real time.
Click the Q&A. All right. I see.
So they do take a little bit of time to show up, but.
So what you're saying that there's not as many as you were expecting?
No, and that's disappointing.
I put a video up and everything.
No, I know, but wow. People are treating this like, okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's called a Q&A, not a shit talk box.
Exactly. Thank you for saying that.
Seriously, and this happens in my regular hangouts too, where people like ask questions and then people turn into their own fucking stomping ground.
Well, that's one thing we can agree on. Thank God.
Yeah. No, we also agreed that we love our subscribers.
Yes, we do. Yep.
We may not agree on anything that I asked or stated here.
But everyone's got different opinions.
I'm sure the minute we agree, people will get bored and go away.
Yeah, that would probably drive them away. I mean, I can't tell. I mean, I can see what you're seeing right now, but I can't tell how much. Like, well, you said no one's in the room right now, but I mean, I guess the questions just come in as they do.
Yeah, you just got to kind of scroll up and down and hope that's something.
Oh, here's one here. It says, what kind of videos does SVE even produce? Once again, my view and my opinion and commentary over rumors, news, and headlines. That's what I do. And sometimes I do video gameplays with my commentary. That's what I do on my channel. So that's to answer the question to the man with many names. That's my answer to you.
One moment. Okay, how long has it been? Is there like a timer on this thing? Because I was only planning on it when I put it up on my Google Plus page. I planned on this going until I have a clock, but you were a little bit late to the party, so I guess we could go. I was only planning for an hour, but I guess if you'd be a good sport enough, we could take it a little bit further.
Yeah. I mean, I like I said, I don't have all the time, but I have more time to answer any questions that come in. I was expecting more of an audience, to tell you the truth. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Me either. Oh, wait, here we go. We got one. Have you asked him about the video where he talked about the kid who got killed by a tombstone? Yeah, we already talked about that.
Yeah, we already went through that.
Yeah, he didn't care.
No, it's not that I didn't care, but
well, you don't care about. You didn't care what I had to say about it. That it's insensitive to use that opportunity to tell people to fucking subscribe. I mean, but
why do they say, "Oh yes, John"? They even know.
Well, here's the thing about the whole subscribe thing. That's something. Listen, I say that every single video. Sometimes maybe I shouldn't say it in videos like that. It's a habit. It's something I, listen. Geez, kill me. I don't know. Kill me. I don't know what to say. I say subscribe in every video I do. It's a habit. Just like it's a habit for someone to put their clothes on every day. I mean that's just what I say.
I don't put my clothes on every day.
Okay, well then that's okay. Then you don't put your clothes on every day. A habit of changing your clothes every day.
I know.
Okay, so if you wear the same clothes for a day or two or three, fine. Okay, you're in the minority. Okay, that's fine.
Just the same underwear, actually.
All right, okay. Well, if you're in the same underwear whatever it is, listen, it's a habit. I say subscribe every video for the past 3,000 more videos I do. I say subscribe every time. It's not discrimination towards anybody, blacks, whites, Hispanics, big, fat, ugly, built, strong, weak, whatever it is. I say subscribe, whatever it is. So that's what I say.
Okay, here's a question. Sean views, why did you make... Did I already mention this one? Why did you make such a stink about not having a yelling... God damn it.
We already did that.
Okay, I did? Okay.
Come on, people.
Yeah, come on. We're The ref told us we got 5 minutes left.
How come now? See, the same questions keep coming. What kind of videos does SVE even produce? I've already talked about that 400 times.
No, BS. I've only seen that question once. You're just trying to tell me everything. Come on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I've seen the question one time.
No, I saw it twice. That the man with masks said it, asked it too.
The man with MDA? He's here?
The man with many many names, whatever it is. He asked the same question that this guy just asked.
Somebody asked, why are all of your videos clickbait? Which they are. Your videos are simple clickbait.
How are they clickbait?
Because of the way you word the titles. You have no regard for the actual news. You want the click and the view.
No, I have a passion.
You bragged about the fact that you have all these subscribers and all these views and you can live off your YouTube money and all that kind of stuff. And I guess that's sort of impressive, but to a charlatan, I suppose what you do is impressive. How you just lure people in with either half-truths or just total bullshit. You see, the liar knows what he's lying about. The bullshitter has no regard. The bullshitter knows that there's a truth, but has no regard for it whatsoever. I don't know which one you are. I don't know if you're a liar or a bullshitter.
Well, in your case, it'd probably be both. But the bottom line is, once again, I post the link, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, doesn't. Once again, I have no control over what the WWE does. No control. They always switch plans. They always go in another direction. It's not my fault if they change plans. I'm not the only channel. You can go to JD from New York or Joe Cronin show if you've ever heard of him.
Sean, I'm not the only shit.
They do rumors. They talk about rumors and news and headlines. Why am I the only one getting shit on for it?
Okay, I'm not the only stuff has to stop. You're not the only person that's shown their private parts on YouTube, but what does that matter when we're just talking about you? Stop that shit. Sorry to keep bringing up the penis thing. It's just too easy of a target. You have to admit that. Just too easy of a target. Yeah, it's like, hey, I've had scandals involving my penis before on the internet. I mean, I know how it is.
Yeah.
But one of my biggest goals was to get you to admit that your videos, like he said, are just fucking clickbait. Because, okay, you said that WWE changes their plans on the fly, right?
Yep, they do. They do. That's fact.
That is a fact, yes. But, and I will admit, there are some videos you do that actually, shockingly enough to me, some of these videos are actual news that's actually happening in WWE. But saying WWE changes their plans on the fly kind of implies that you have a little bit of insider knowledge. So to everybody in the world, do you have inside people within professional wrestling that are telling you anything?
I can't answer that.
You can't answer that?
Not under my contract, no.
Under your... Who's your contract? What? Contract?
Yeah, I know.
You can't even discuss who you're contracted with?
No, well, obviously you can tell who I'm contracted with if you go to my page, Machinima, but I can't tell you my other contracts that I have.
Oh, you're with Machinima. Oh, I forgot. Okay.
No, but it's not only Machinima, but I cannot bring up, because if I do, I'll lose my YouTube, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be an idiot and expose all the details and what. I can't do that. I just can't.
Well, no, I'm not asking you to expose detail. I just wanted to know about the contract. But I'm just going to say this. If you really do have insiders, they're not doing a great job.
Well, like you said, some of them do happen. So, hey, there you go.
Seeing anything in the Q&A worth... Oh, no, I don't know if I should trust anybody that I'm debating because they would...
Well, no, I got someone here saying, let's see. Hold on, I thought I saw something. Maybe not. Hold on. I'm not, let's see. I don't see nothing new.
Well, that tells me, yep, I don't see anything either. So that tells me basically that people were just coming to see a fight and didn't want to get involved. You fence sitters, you should be ashamed of yourselves.
So well, we got 367 people watching. There's the comments ain't coming in.
Well, now that I think about it, you can't really count on, because some people just don't have anything to ask because they just wanted to. So some people would rather stand by and watch the car wreck than actually help out. That's just life.
I mean, I've come to the fact here on YouTube that I've been exposed, I've been buried, I've been verbally smashed and bashed, and everyone says, "Oh, I should just leave and quit YouTube." To anybody out there who thinks I'm that dumb after everything I've done on this channel, after building it from the ground up, wait, hold on a second. Would Sean be willing to change a few things about his videos?
Yeah, would you be willing, after this, would you be willing to start putting credible, actual sources on news that you report? I'm not talking about your reviews and stuff. I mean the news that you report. Would you be willing to start actually sourcing your content, putting links to where you've gotten the information? Because here's something that I think, and you can tell me if I'm just completely out there, but what I think is that you do not source your videos because you want to give the illusion that you have some kind of insider. To the untrained ear or to the casual fan, you want to create the illusion that you actually have some sort of inside knowledge, and you think that putting the source that you ripped the information off of, that basically implicates you as
Okay, I understand what you say. No, I understand what you say. Listen, I do source. Listen, what people do gameplay commentary. How people? Yes, I do put the link in the videos. Of course, you're gonna look at the first 7 videos I've done when it's not about rumors and news. You gotta look back further than that. You gotta look back further. I do. Listen, wait a minute. Even better. I not only do I link it, I say it in my video. I say according to F4W Online, according to Wrestling Inc., according to WrestleZone.com. I post the link. I say it right in the video. I mean, how much more plain can I make it?
Whatever you say, Sean. I mean, I clicked through plenty of your videos here, and part of me thinks that you're gonna go back and start adding links, which is fine. At least I had some sort of influence in that respect. But I've seen so much shit where you don't really give credit.
I say it in my videos according to this, according to that. I don't just say this. Listen, I don't say this is me digging it up. I didn't say this is me backstage in WWE and I found out that Triple H has a nose. I didn't come backstage and say Roman Reigns just took a shit. I don't say that. I give my view and my... Listen, you hear a fair use? Just like people come on here and they do gameplay commentaries of the game. I give my commentary. I give my commentary and comment of what I read and what I see and what I hear. If I read, see, and hear it,
I could say that CNN just reported that blah blah blah. Doesn't mean shit if it's not linked.
And I link the stuff that wants to be linked.
I like the the speculation that you posted on Ronda Rousey, even though it's completely bullshit. You see, the Ronda Rousey thing is another example of something that I went to Google and looked up, and nobody. You're saying, okay, when you say there's speculation, that you actually said in the video that people are speculating. You are speculating. See, that's the way that you get people.
I put the link in the source again.
In the Ronda Rousey video.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Well, why don't we just see? Maybe you'll surprise me for once. Maybe, because when I watched this video, there wasn't jack shit other than your typical what most prolific and yada yada yada. And while I'm here, what exactly do you mean by prolific?
Of many works, because I do a lot of videos.
So just by virtue of you uploading a shitload of video. Okay, gotcha. What happened to it? Where did your Ronda Rousey video? Did somebody stooge this interview off? Is it gone?
What?
Somebody know I was going to ask about this? Yeah, like I've already found one great example of you not sourcing your shit. Major WWE roster cuts, nothing but your subscribe now for the most captivating, blah, 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 blah. No source whatsoever. Oh, here it is. Breaking news on WWE 2K16 roster. WWE 2K. Blah. That was like a Vince McMahon moment there. Largest roster of any WWE video game. No source. You don't know this. It's something that you are making up. It's a title that you're putting in there as clickbait. This isn't okay. Here's the thing. This is what pisses me off. Okay? This isn't breaking news when it's not being reported anywhere. This is something that you are pulling just completely out of thin air.
You said the Ronda Rousey one. That's not the Ronda Rousey one.
No. This is another one that I just strolled across while I was looking for the Ronda. This is another example, and this is probably the most heinous example that I've seen. When you say breaking news, okay, and nobody else is reporting, are you saying that you're the only source?
Yeah, I am the only source for that video.
Okay, so when this
you don't see a link, it's because of something I've heard, and that's why I put it up.
Oh, Sean, man, I gotta hand it to you. You really know how to spin.
Listen, when I don't put a link, that's because it's from what I heard and what I know.
It's not even that there's not a link. You're calling it breaking news when it is
until
it's been confirmed. Until it's been confirmed. Even a shitty journalist knows this. Until it's been confirmed, you do not report something as breaking news until it has been confirmed.
The largest roster of any kind in a WWE video game is huge because it was pretty shit poor this year for the roster size. So when they're saying it's going to be the biggest roster in history out of any game from the 80s to the 90s to now,
how many sources did you corroborate with?
I can't tell you that. I told you.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great cop out, man.
No, I can't. I can't tell you. But I guarantee you this: when that game comes out, you will see the biggest roster you have ever seen.
I tell you, but I'd have to kill it. Sean, come off of it, man.
No, the biggest roster you've ever seen. Watch when that game comes out.
No, I mean, I'm talking about that crap about, I can't tell. You don't have insiders, dude. Come on.
Okay, all right. That's your opinion. I don't know anybody. All right.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. I don't know a single soul in the company. Okay.
Sean, do you use bots at all?
And here's another misconception that I buy subscribers and I buy subs and I do this and I do that. If you do that with Machinima, you're gone. If you inflate your subscriber count by 10, you're gone. So no, I never bought a subscriber in my entire life.
Well, that's if you get caught.
I never bought swear to God, I've never bought a subscriber in my life.
How many guilty people have sworn to God in this world?
Well, you know what? They can be guilty until proven innocent or innocent until proven guilty. The bottom line is I have never in my life bought a subscriber. I have earned it through my hard work and dedication of giving my opinion and my views and my commentaries. That's what I do.
I don't know about that, man, because when you look, you brag. Okay, here's another reason you shouldn't brag about your subscriber count. This is why I don't brag about mine, okay? Unless you have an eye-catching title, and a clickbait thumbnail and a clickbait title, your videos don't really do a whole, 65,000 whatever subscribers, and I see videos with like 2,000 views, 3,000 views. The videos that have 2,000 and 3,000, they don't have the eye-catching thumbnail. They don't have the usually bullshit clickbait title. But the ones that do, those are the ones that get inflated. And a lot of comments I've seen from your fans have been very robotic, very homogenous. It just seems to me that, some of these people aren't real or are working double shifts, if you know what I mean. Well, I challenge anybody, and he'd probably like this because it's just going to make him more money. Go look at some of the, on the Hijo del Perro video, there are actually people on there that, I posted a video saying, where's your sources? And even after I linked it, I linked my comment directly back to Facebook. Typically, when I do that, my fans come in and the comment gets 20, 30 thumbs up. My comment had 6 thumbs up at one point, and then within seconds, straight down the crapper. And then only then did people come in and say, oh, dude. And it basically, it all sounded the same. You know what I mean? Like everybody has the same poor grammar and I know not all of your fans are idiots, Sean, but all of them having the same spelling mistake and the same poor grammar, and it's just I think that there are a lot of people out there that think that I'm onto something.
Well, you know what? You're not the first that thought I bought all my subscribers or subscribed to myself 65,000 times, because that's ridiculous. People say I subscribe to myself 65,000 times. That is outrageous, okay? And once again, you're entitled to your opinion, and I'm entitled to mine. There is no facts, there is no evidence, and there's no proof that I have ever bought any subscribers. And you want to know why? Because I never have. And if I did, I would not be with Machinima.
Sean, would you call yourself hardworking?
For all the uploads I do and put my commentaries in my own opinion, yes.
Okay, so
I uploaded 30 videos in one day one time. Yes, I would say that's pretty dedicated.
I could upload 50 videos of me farting. That wouldn't mean dedication. It would just mean useless uploads.
That's your opinion. That's not fact.
No, uploading 30 videos in one day doesn't mean dedication.
That's
it
not
means
fact.
Cash, money, cha-ching.
No, that's my views and my... Listen, I have a passion. I love wrestling. Listen, wrestling is my second love. I love wrestling. I love talking about it. I love critiquing it. I love talking about it. If I'm going to give my views and my opinions, you're damn right I'm going to call myself consistent, prolific, and dedicated, because that's exactly what it is.
Okay, but we're talking about work here. Sean, you read news, all you do, and see, this is the genius of Sean's View Entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody could do this.
Yep, you're right. Anybody can do it, but now with my heart and passion.
All he does.
With my heart and passion and love for the business, and do it like I do.
Take news that other people write. Other people did the work of getting
I already got permission. I already got permission from WrestleZone and Wrestling Inc. I already got permission to give my view and my opinion of their content. I already have emails. They're already saved. I already got permission. I've already talked to them. I have it in an email that I have my permission to give my view and my opinion of what is seen, read, or heard on their websites. That's what I do.
Okay, well, number one, you don't technically need permission from them.
Well, I got them anyway.
Unless you're copying their fucking shit straight word for word and putting it somewhere else. But what I'm trying to get at is all you do is just parrot what somebody else wrote.
I give my opinion. I give my comment
and you're going to sit there and like aggrandize yourself. It's like, dude, if all I did was just read shit from a paper that someone else wrote, I wouldn't have any kind of an ego about that. I'm sorry.
Listen,
do you see how you kind of rub people the wrong way?
Watching something or reading something in the newspaper that you get at your front door. You give your view and opinion of it, and that's all I'm doing is giving my view and my opinion of what I read, see, and hear on the internet. That's what I do. Listen, you're right. Anybody can do what I do. You're right. But nobody has the kind of heart, passion, and dedication that I do for this, because I love this.
A heart, passion, and dedication for ripping people off, basically.
Yeah, that's the way you're seeing it. You know, I'm not the only one that talks about rumors and news. Go look up Joe Cronin, Tubby Emu. Go look up all these other people. They do all the same. They do all the same shit.
This is about you.
All the same shit. They do all the same shit that I do. So don't come barking up my tree, because I'm not the only one that gives his views, commentaries, and opinions. Okay? You don't get it. You just don't get it.
How often have you been told that you sound like Mort Goldman from Family Guy?
Never heard of him.
Not talking shit. I'm sincerely asking, will Sean give an answer besides, this is my view, this is my opinion?
Because if someone was smart, they would read my channel name. It's called Sean's View Entertainment, because I have a view of what I read, see, and hear. How many different languages do I have to put it in? I don't get it. I don't understand.
Just to get a question out here, why Sean's views are, I'm going to guess he meant to say are you, why are you deflecting the questions in every one of your answers? You keep derailing every question into something that doesn't even have to do. Good question, Steven. I have plenty of answers for that, but maybe he'd like to expand.
What do you mean derailing? You said where I get it. Listen, I've already...
No, I'm talking... No, in general, like, you do seem to deflect a lot.
Deflect? What is this, football?
No.
Listen,
As
I get
in,
my
you
view.
don't
Listen,
tackle the
there's a
questions
reason.
head on,
There's
and
a
you
reason.
bring
There's
something
reason.
else up, like
There's a
like
reason why my
I'm
channel.
not the only one. I'm not the only one that. Yeah, you do deflect a lot.
Because I am not the only one. Because you think I'm the only one that does this shit. Everyone has a view and an opinion. If you want to give your view and opinion of rumors and news, you can do that. You know, we live in USA. We're entitled to free speech. If I want to give my view and my opinion, I'm entitled to do that.
Sean, why did you pretend you got attacked and milked the shit out of it? Oh yeah, I didn't even think to.
How many years ago was that? That was about 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Everybody knows that I do storylines on my channel. Everybody knows it.
So that was a storyline.
I've done many storylines. You're right. Yeah, but I don't do it as often.
Isn't it easy to try to con people out of money and then rationalize it later on as
Listen, if I want to do storylines, it's my prerogative. I can do whatever I want on my channel. If I want to do storylines, I'll do storylines. If I want to do exposing, I'm not going to do exposing anymore. If I want to do storylines, I'll do that though. But I haven't done it in a while because God forbid if I don't talk about rumors and news on my channel, I get bashed to hell. We only want wrestling talk. We only want news and rumors. So if I don't do rumors and news, I get shit on.
So basically, next time I do or say something stupid on my channel that I get called out for, because unlike you, Sean, I actually have been able to look at my shortcomings and say, yeah, I fucked up. Next time I do something like that, I won't do that. I won't cop to it. I'll just say it was part of a storyline. Thank you for that idea, dude. That's the best thing I've gotten out of this so far. You've given me an idea. So if I ever choose to, you know, drop trouser and pinch a loaf in a video just right in the middle of the floor on a John Cena t-shirt, I can just say it was part of a storyline. By the way, what would you do if I took a shit on a Cena t-shirt?
I don't know because I wouldn't watch it.
You would cry.
No, I wouldn't cry.
Okay, why are you such a Cena mark?
I have followed John Cena's career way before his WWE days. That's why I'm a Cena fan, because I stand because I believe in that guy and what he does and what he believes in. Because you know what, John Cena is a real, genuine person, and I stand up for what he believes in and what he brings to the table and his dedication to what he does.
American. So you were following him back in the steroid days. Wow,
he never took steroids, and there's no proof of that.
Bullshit, dude. Did you see? I'm not saying he takes them now, but back when he was bodybuilding, come on.
He says he never did, and I believe him.
OJ says he never killed his wife, too.
Yeah, so did Aaron Hernandez, and Aaron Hernandez didn't pull the trigger either.
So, yeah, about that no shot. Yes, I know, Flunker. Yes, I know. Oh, what about him being robbed? Was that a storyline, too?
Listen, anything that was a little over the line, it was a storyline.
So how do you demarcate over the line? What is over the line to you? Like what you know, what is over the line? Where do we get the big hint that, oh, this is just a part of a storyline?
Well, if someone's smart enough, you'll be able to realize if it's a storyline or not.
Really?
With someone
That's
with half
your
a brain.
answer? If somebody's smart enough, they'll know it's a storyline or not. So you can pretend that you got the shit beaten out of you, or you can pretend that you got robbed, and you just count on the viewer to think it's just a storyline and not you trying to fucking grab sympathy votes.
I'm not trying to grab sympathy votes. If you can't understand the difference between reality and storylines, well, then I don't know what to tell you. And I haven't done storylines in a long time.
Oh, dude, you are so full of your own shit. It's not even funny. So you're basically saying that it's our fault if you come out and say, what if you were panhandling for donations?
I never done that.
Well, okay, well, what if you were panhandling for donations? People sent you a bunch of money. You really didn't need it. And somebody found out. Would you say it was a storyline too? Would you actually have it in you to say that they should have known it was a con and it's their fault?
I would not say that's a storyline.
Well, I mean, okay. Well, how is
if someone gave me money, I'd donate it to charity.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, you're really raking in the YouTube bucks, aren't you?
I can't expose how much I make.
I know. Well, number one, because I don't care, and number two, that was just an aside.
Uh-huh.
But how is it any different? Just the only variable is what the situation is. You go out there and you say, "Oh, he's robbed," and it's a bunch of bullshit.
Listen, the money that I make isn't come out anyone's piggy banks or bank accounts. Whatever money I make, and that's the bottom line. There's no storylines behind money. Listen, if I made a storyline that I got beat up by a mugged, listen, everyone knew that was a storyline with all the makeup and everything. Baseball bats. Everyone knew that was a storyline. I've done storylines. Big deal. Big deal.
I wish we had a voting app in here.
You know,
right
some
now,
of my
and I would take a vote. How many people knew
entertainment? Whether it's entertaining or not, whether I do storylines or not, it's meant for entertainment. That's why I did storylines. But God forbid if I do storylines, oh boy, I'm a bad guy. Sean, we only want you to do rumors and news. So if I don't give them rumors and news, I'm a bad guy.
What a victim. What a victim. Wow, dude. You really, really know how to fucking sensationalize, don't you?
Nope. This is just me being me. People don't understand me. People don't get me. Just like you don't understand one thing about me. You don't know me. You don't know what I'm about. Just like I don't know you. I don't know what you're about. I don't know what you bring to the table.
Yeah, I know you're about $9.99 a month, right?
You don't have one little bit of sense about what I do.
No, I and hundreds of other people have a pretty good awareness of who you are and what you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
You don't know me in real life. You don't know me. You've never seen me on the streets. It would be a whole different story if you met me on the streets.
I bet it would. Have you ever noticed that the hatred that you receive like far outweighs the praise and adulation and approbation that you get? Have you ever noticed?
Understand that John Cena gets the same shit and he still does what he does because he loves it. And I love it.
Two different.
I will continue doing what I love because I will never stop this because this is what I love.
Two completely different situations, but okay. But so you have noticed that disparity, though, right?
Disparity? Hell, you look my name up on YouTube and everything's a rant. I don't care. It's a bunch of hate. It's a bunch of bigotry. It's a bunch of crap. Listen, nobody has. Listen, everyone's entitled to their opinion. If they, I'm not forcing anyone to watch me. If you don't want to watch me, you don't have to watch me. That's the bottom line. Like I said, I don't have a gun to someone's head saying you gotta watch me. If you want to click the video,
you already said that, man.
That's
you
your
said
prerogative.
that.
That's your prerogative.
You already said that.
Yep.
We get it. You don't even have to. You don't even have to tell us. Yeah, I know you ain't got a gun to my head, but if I had a choice between watching your content and the gun, I mean,
I know you take the gun. I know.
Let's be reasonable.
You take the gun. I understand.
Oh man, there was a good question. It just fucking disappeared. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No. Clickbait, boobs. You see, that's one thing I will give you. You don't need to use boobs for your clickbait. I mean, maybe if you started throwing down, I don't want to give you more ideas, but hey, you know, start throwing some divas in there.
Don't worry.
Start throwing the divas in there, man. Okay. I will ask you, you've dodged a lot of people's invitations for debates and arguments and stuff like that, right?
No, I haven't. You look Sean View Entertainment up. How many interviews have I done in the last week already? I don't dodge you. I don't dodge. If anybody wants to interview me, I'll interview them. Anybody that wants a question with me, they can do it.
I mean, I'm not talking about just like an interview where somebody sits you down and talks. I mean, an interview where somebody sits you down and questions you and calls you out.
How many times have I done videos on people who've called me out?
No. How many times have you actually done something like this or on Skype or some other medium where you know beforehand that the person wants you there to ask you questions, basically calling you out on your bullshit? Why did you choose me to finally do such a thing?
How is it different from Empty the Arena? How is it different? Empty the Arena, they ran me down. Everybody runs me down, but I don't give a damn because I knew what to expect with this call. I knew the questions. I knew the dick thing. I knew the exposing was going to come up because it comes up every single time. Listen, if I'm going to do an interview, I know exactly what I'm getting myself into. That's like when John Cena walked into the ECW arena and he got the shit booed out of him. I know exactly it's going to be a hostile territory when I talk to people like you with your kind of fans and subscribers who are against me. And I'll tell you what, right now, that's the thing is I have no fear. I will take any questions. I will take any statements. I will take any comments, and I will talk about it. That's what I do. People want my perspective. I'm giving you my perspective. Iron Sheik, how you doing? All right, Iron Sheik.
No, that wasn't me. That was somebody else, man. I don't even know what the fuck that was. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna take one more. Like I said, I wanted this to run about an hour. I'm gonna take. Well, let's look at the questions over here. And I'm going to ignore all the ones that are speaking truth, you know, like a true debate between man and baby. Didn't he say he wasn't going to yell, rant, or rave? Hey, Sean, you want a question? When your house is allegedly broken into, why wouldn't you show the note you claim was left? You know, I'm going to ignore all that truth and all that stuff. Even your damn girlfriend laughed at you saying that you're the hottest thing going. No, I'm going to ignore that. Okay, seriously, I'm going to actually... Oh, the elephant in the room. Why did you false flag Bruce Blitz?
Once again, there's no facts, no evidence, no proof, and I never flagged the son of a bitch.
Okay, then I guess I'll word it differently. Did you false flag?
I don't false flag him or anybody. I never flagged him. Do you know that YouTube is very messed up? YouTube has a lot of discrepancies, okay? I don't run YouTube. I don't work with YouTube. It's not my fault that he got flagged, and I sure as hell didn't flag him. Listen, I get flagged all the time. Machinima takes the flags away because there's a bunch of false flags. I get flagged every day, twice a day. So the bottom line is I have those flags taken away.
Well, I'm with the network too, and yes, I know how that works. You're not the only one that has such power, Sean.
Yeah, well, I'm just letting you know that anyone that flags me, the flag gets taken right off. So
bold statement. Well, no, technically, if it's legitimate, there's nothing they can do about it. So
no, it's not legitimate.
If you ever upload another video with you waving your pecker around and it gets flagged, there's a very high probability it will be taken down.
Yeah, so that would, but I'm nothing else. When I talk about news and rumors, they can't take that down. Because if they did that, if they took my videos down from my opinion of rumors and news, they'd have to take down the entire IWC, YWC, because the majority of them do it. And then there would be no community towards wrestling, so that would kill the whole thing.
There is no community towards... I don't even want to get into that. Why, Sean, do you block people for disagreeing with you when they had their own view? I thought you cared about your fans.
I don't block people for their opinion. I block people when they give their opinion and they shout a bunch of obscenities and death threats. That's when I block them.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You know, I'm not going to say I've never blocked anybody in my time. I just thought it was interesting enough. What about you pretending you were almost homeless when you bought a $200 camera?
A storyline that should be really...
So that was a storyline too. Okay, yeah. Us marks. That
was 4 years ago. I mean, we should go away from that by now.
I guess we should start being smarks to your channel, huh?
Nah, you can be whatever you want to be.
So, like, I'm just amazed that all this stuff's being rationalized as a storyline.
Well, what do you want me to say? It was real? I mean, obviously you can tell if it's real or not. Come on.
No, you only said it was a storyline after you were exposed, man.
I didn't have to say it was a storyline. Everyone knew it was a storyline.
Why do you keep saying everybody knew it was a storyline? No, they didn't.
Well, then if you didn't know, then I'm sorry that you didn't know it was a storyline or not.
That's your bullshit way. That's your roundabout way of saying that I got caught, so I had to try to spin it somehow.
Spin it. It was... How many times do I have to say I do storylines? I did storylines. I don't do them no more.
So can you give us some insight on your next storyline? What's it going to be?
I just told you I don't do storylines anymore.
We'll see about that. Here's okay, the Monk 84. I have a serious question. Sean, are you forcing the voice you have, or do you really sound like that?
This is how I sound.
What does your girlfriend really sound like that?
Or I could talk like this, and I could be very calm, and then that would be.
Is that your girlfriend's real voice?
What?
Is that her real voice?
No, it's my ass. What do you think it is?
No, my voice.
Like, is she trying to sound like Snooki from Jersey Shore?
That's her voice. We're from Massachusetts. That's how we talk.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Still waiting on him to confirm on the studio like Sean promised 3 years ago.
Oh, how many times? How many times have I went over that? When your mother comes down with breast cancer, it's kind of hard to come up with the money for a studio because my mom is more important with breast cancer, almost dying, than having a studio.
Only to indulge the people that wanted to know. I'm not going to touch that one with a 10-foot pole.
I've already elaborated on that many times already.
How come none of your fans are in here asking questions, man? How come this is all just people that, I mean, you know, you have all these subscribers. Out of 66,000 subscribers, you think that more would turn up in the Q&A?
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because I know that you're gonna make this as a base for fake subscribers. It's on my girlfriend's account. Had this been on my Google account, there'd be a different story going on this right now.
It doesn't matter. They don't have to get on your account to see the show and ask questions. They can do it on the video. That I said you don't have. They don't have to be on your account. They can just ask the question. So I just want to know why more of your fans haven't shown up.
I don't know.
Are you disappointed in them?
Maybe they're working. Maybe they're in school. Or not school, but maybe they're out doing something. Maybe they have something more important to do than watch two guys on here talk about a bunch of bullshit.
Would you say, this is a question for me, I guess. Would you say that Sean is one of the worst clickbait channels on YouTube? Yeah. I'm sorry, dude. If I were to just put a giant bow on this, I would say that you're like the John Cena of clickbaits. Like you're at the top, like top of the line, top of the ladder. I don't care what you say. What about him passing out? Okay, let me guess. Storyline. Passing out, faking it. Storyline. Got it.
That was 4 years. How come these things are 4 or 5 years ago are being brought up? This is ridiculous. I've already talked about this to nauseum.
Ad nauseum. It's ad nauseum.
Add to the it and but what it. I don't care what it is.
Grammar.
I know you don't because you don't care for literacy.
No, they didn't teach me that in school, sadly. You see, I should have went to school in the 70s and the 80s when they actually taught you something.
Amen, brother.
They don't teach you shit in school nowadays.
Remember when his girlfriend cheated on him?
I never cheated on him.
That's not my words.
Well, whoever says that is a fucking idiot.
You see, I must have completely missed that one because I honestly don't remember any cheating girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm not a cheating girlfriend. I've been with him for 5 years.
5-year relationship. I don't think there's any cheating going on.
5 year.
Yeah. Booker T.
5 times.
Okay, well, I think at this point, like I said, I was going to run an hour. Thank you for allowing us a little bit extra time here, but you know, I think I pretty much got everything that I wanted to get out. Some people may be disappointed because I know there's some people out there that have some burning questions that maybe I didn't ask, but I think that I covered a lot of the bases. They can ask all that stuff on their own time. Hopefully, at the very least, this has been entertaining for most of you. Maybe even enlightening. Who knows? Maybe you might have gained a few things like what not to do.
This was most of your subscribers in here, so that's the bottom line there.
Yeah, but no. Here's the thing, dude. You posted a video. I didn't even post a video about this on my channel. And I did, but it wouldn't process. You actually posted a video about this. So why are you saying it's all my subscribers?
Did you hear what you just said? Did you hear what you just said?
What did I just say?
It didn't process, so there's a problem with Google. That tells you right there that, because I know you're probably thinking that I was trying to get out of this. There is a problem with Google because I tried uploading a video and it wouldn't upload either. So there's definitely another discrepancy going on within the website. That's why I had to use my girlfriend's account to get on here. So the fact that you just said...
I know you weren't trying to get out of it. You know how I know you weren't trying to get out of it? You showed up. You don't have to defend yourself with that, dude. Calm down. Jesus Christ.
No, because you're saying that you couldn't upload a video, and I'm trying to say you're right. You couldn't because there's something going on with YouTube right now.
Right, but no. My point was, didn't you just say that it's mostly my subscribers watching?
It seems like, yeah.
Yeah, so you even, see, here's another point of the whole 66,000. You actually uploaded a video directly to your subscribers on your YouTube channel, Mr. Sean's View Fucking Entertainment. And that means that this video went to their subscriber boxes. This is an actual video of your subscribers seeing that you were doing this thing with me at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on April 13th, 2015, okay? And where are your fans? Where are they?
I have a younger audience, okay? A lot of young kids, maybe they're doing homework, maybe they're playing outside, maybe they have more, maybe they don't want to... Listen, I upload a lot of videos a day.
Dude, no. I've seen my demographics. I have my audience is more often young than old. So that's not an excuse.
Well, I can't speak, I can't speak for my subscribers. I don't know why they're not here. I don't know why I put a video out. It was only seen by 300 people so far. Had we done this at 7 or 8 o'clock, there probably would have been a lot more subscribers. But the fact that it was at 4 o'clock, which is in between supper time and going out and playing, doing whatever you got to do, I don't know. I don't know why they're not here. You'd have to ask them that individually. I can't speak for them.
All I'm saying, dude, is like you came in here and you bragged about your 66,000 subscribers, and none of them are here. Does that make you feel even a slight bit bad, or like egg on your face, or anything?
No, because it's their own prerogative of whatever they want to do right now. It's their choice. Listen, all that matters is that they view my videos and leave comments, because if it weren't for them, once again, I wouldn't be here. I love my subscribers. I love my viewers. I don't know why they're not here. I wish more of them could be here, but hey, I'll take questions from anybody. It doesn't matter.
Okay. See, I don't know why that keeps happening. I'm not doing that.
Well, I mean, that's it. I mean, I wish my subscribers could be here, but whatever it is. Also, people want you to do highlights, so they probably just want to mash up the parts of this video where I sound like an idiot. Oh, that's fine. You can do that. You can edit the video out to whatever you want to do.
Anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Am I back? Okay. Wait, what did you just say? No, I'm not going to match up the parts. What?
No, because I know people like to slice up the pots and mash up the pots and splice them and do whatever, dice them, and they like to make me sound like an idiot.
Going on my channel as is.
All right.
I trust me. I don't need to slice and dice anything.
Because I know a lot of people have done that.
I don't need to. No, I have no need for that. Trust me, Sean. Okay, but for those of you that stuck around, thank you very much for watching this. I hope it's been entertaining. Do you have anything else you want to say, Sean? Like anything you want to get out there?
I'm just going to get out there.